Simon here, and welcome to the Kick-Ass Show. And as always, if you're joining me live, then hello. If you're listening over on iTunes, then great to be in your ears, so to speak, as well as over on YouTube and also SoundCloud. This is Simon from Fitpreneurs, as always, helping you move forward in your fitness business, in your nutrition business. Hopefully you're a game changer. You're changing lives every single day. If so, congratulations. And in today's show, we're going to be talking about sales slumps. Okay, we're going to be talking about the mindset around that and a few things which I know will really be able to help you. Just understanding that, especially if you've just started your business or even you've been in the industry for a long time, you're going to encounter these cash flow challenges, and you're going to encounter sales slumps. And so really important that if you're doing well right now, that you listen to this and you watch this. And also, if you're in this right now, then you are hopefully going to find it really useful. And so, as always, if you post into the comments below, I'd love to be able to interact with you. If you've got any questions, as always, I'd love to be able to serve you during the Kick-Ass Show over on Facebook, facebook.com/Fitpreneurs. I'm here with the Buddha, who's just chilling out down there. And this weekend, moving up to the True Transformation Ranch, which is going to be in Del Mar. So super excited by that. So let's get honest and real, shall we, about business. If you've made the decision to help people, and more importantly, you've made the decision to grow and scale your business and become a fitpreneur, then this means revenue generation, and it means having lots of conversations with people. Okay, sometimes you just want to help people, you just want to train people, and so you may find yourself in that position in your business where you don't enjoy so much the sales portion of it. But truth be told, you have to become masterful at that. You have to adopt the philosophy as the priority, okay, as much as it's getting results with your clients, and that's key. You've got to master sales, because without that and without the right sales process, then you are going to waste the leads that you do have come towards you. And so, it's my goal to help you become hugely successful. I want you to become successful and change as many lives as you can. That's why we're all in this industry, to be able to bring other people up when they're down. Okay. And so, back when I launched my original mentorship company, before it actually became Fitpreneurs, I put a document in one of my VIP Facebook groups called the Sales Slump Checklist. Okay, and people found it hugely useful because we all go through that. And if you're in business and you're in the business of helping people, then that means that you need to generate revenue. And so it's not always going to be on ascension. You're not always going to move forward, and so many things determine that. And what I've learned over time in my own journey, okay, through, starting my own business and, now building a team and now building the company, is that, everyone goes through that sales slump. And one of the first things I want to talk about, which is, how long do you go down for? Okay, how long do you go down for? Do you handle rejection well? Or when you get a no, does it take you down for a few days where you're in your head, you're in self-doubt, you're worried that people don't want to hire you because you're not good enough? So you have to assess, and it's worth actually writing this down. Like, do you pick yourself up relatively quickly, or does it take you down for a long period of time? Because depending on that time frame, if it's short, then that's good. Okay, if you can pick yourself straight up and get back on the horse, so to speak, then that's going to be hugely beneficial to you. If you're someone who takes a bit longer, and maybe it really affects you, and you can go into a spiral, then you can't get into momentum again very quickly, and that's going to affect your business and the people that you're trying to help. So being aware of how long you go down for after a series of no's, and that's the truth too, is that it's one thing when one person says to you, I don't want to move forward, but when you have a string of it, when you have a string of people who say no to you, then that can really start to affect your confidence. And that's where the mindset piece is so important. And again, this is something that we deal with a lot with the Fitpreneurs clients when they're first starting out, to be able to help nurture that, because it's something which you get better at over time when you understand sales, when you understand your own mind. It's very, very key. So being able to pick yourself up again is really, really key. Okay, and that comes from the people that you're around. It becomes from the community that you're part of. It comes from your own thoughts and the way that you look at things. Do you look at things from one perspective, or do you look at them from a different perspective? What's the story that you're telling yourself in the moments when you get a no? Okay, or when you have a string of people that say, I can't afford it, or I need to go and talk to my partner, or they just basically throw you a line, which you're sat there hoping and wishing that they're going to come back to you, but they never do. Okay, and that's normal for everyone. Okay, everyone goes through that. The other thing I want to talk about in overcoming a sales slump, which is trying not to think short term. Okay, so it's very easy when you're in a conversation with someone that you want to get that immediate return. You want them to sign up there and then. But just understand that for some people, even though closing a deal is important, for some people, they're not in the right cycle, which means that if you do a really good job and people have a great conversation with you, then you need to think of the long-term play, not the short-term play. Okay, that's really important too. So understanding that, maybe they're going to come back to you, in 3 months, 6 months, or a year. But if you're so attached to it in that moment, then that can be dangerous for you, because you can start to beat yourself up thinking that you've had a conversation with someone and it's not going to yield a return, when actually it is, because maybe they will come back in the future. So try not to think short term, but think of the long term play. Hey, listen, if I just have a really powerful conversation with someone and they understand that I care, then I'm going to be front of mind when they are ready to move forward. And that helps you come out of the sales slump a little bit better, because you know that you've done right by the person that you've spoken to. And remember, guys, that not everyone is a fit. Okay, not everyone is a fit for you at that time. Another thing which is really useful to do is to video your wins. Okay, and also, look at the case studies and the results that you've gotten, because when you're in a sales slump and when you're not feeling good, you need that pick-me-up. And whenever people sometimes aren't around to give you that and facilitate that, the only person that you can do that for is you. So something that I advise my clients to do is to, when they're on a high, when they're on a winning streak, it's, hey, get your video camera out, get your iPhone out, and just record how you feel. Write down what you did great, okay? Because it's very easy to forget that in a sales slump. So that's a really important thing too. Another one is to video or record your conversations, because you can start to self-assess and not judge those that don't move forward, okay? So, you will start to be able to hear only if you listen back to those things that you can start to adjust, which can be really powerful, because then you can just hear it from a different perspective, instead of just doing it in the moment and not being able to be reflective, because you're not hearing it and you're not taking some time out maybe to look at it from a different perspective. So that can really help too. And the final one, to just reiterate, that is understanding that it is the mental game. Sales is a mental game. Okay, it's how you go into the conversations. It's what's said during the conversations, and it's how you are mentally prior to the conversation, during the conversation, and especially for a sales slump, post conversation. Okay, so that's really key too. So just recognize, and I've spoken about this before, that sales is not just one simple thing that you need to master. There's so many different areas of it. And in fact, on August 3rd, I am launching a virtual workshop for 6 weeks, okay, which is called Sales Mastery. Now, back in about 4 years ago, I developed a process called the transformation session process, and this has helped my clients generate millions of dollars and help their clients get more committed and get better results. And this process is, even if you feel like you don't like to sell, then that can be really, really powerful for you, okay? Because it helps you to have a conversation which is really easy to have and has people investing in you in an outcome where you're able to charge at least $1,000 up to $25,000 per person. Okay. And so on August 3rd, that sales mastery training is going to start. And the great news is if you write down this code, close clients, and you're able to attend live, close clients and you're able to attend live, head to fitpreneurs.com/sales mastery. And that also includes tickets to a live event here in San Diego, 22nd to 24th of September at the True Transformation Ranch. It also includes a coaching call. It also includes access to a Facebook group for 6 weeks. And it's going to help you really master all different areas of sales. So if you're currently selling sessions, you're selling blocks, and you really are aware that you need to get better at sales and you need to master it, because it's going to help with your cash flow and it's going to help with your confidence. We spend the whole first week, around mindset. The whole first training is around mindset because it's the most important part of sales. So I'm super excited for that. Check out fitpreneurs.com/sales mastery and enroll in that virtual workshop. And hopefully I'll be meeting you in person here in San Diego to be able to properly connect in person for the Ultimate Freedom Live event. And it's going to include a free ticket worth $1,000 for that. Now, the thing about sales mastery is it's going to take you one sale or one transformation for it to pay for itself. So it's a bit of a no-brainer. Go and check out the details. All the full details are at fitpreneurs.com/sales mastery. And I'd love to be able to help you move forward powerfully in your sales, whether you are offering in-person personal training boot camps, semi-private or online packages. It was going to help all of that. We're going to be covering a whole module and session on phone sales and enrolling clients on the phone. Okay, very, very important. So hopefully you found that episode of Kick-Ass useful. As always, we are on Facebook, facebook.com/fitpreneurs. Also on SoundCloud, head to fitpreneurs.com/kickass for the YouTube playlist. Also over on iTunes, if you're listening to Kick-Ass Show on iTunes, it's always a pleasure to be in your ears and serving you. If you're not on and don't have access to the podcast yet, then head to iTunes, type in, go to the podcast section and just type in Fitpreneurs and you'll see the Kick-Ass Show. So, as always, guys, great to be serving you. Remember, if you are not kicking ass, you need your ass kicked. This is Simon Lovell from Fitpreneurs, and I will see you in another episode of Kick-Ass. Take it easy.